This journey, this journey didn't start with me trying to tell my story. Since the beginning, I can definitely tell you I've been trying to tell a story. I knew I had a story to tell. It was always like a different story though. And even right now, I don't know what I'm about to say. But I can't keep running from this shit, dog. I got so much to fucking say. And sometimes it feels like it's unsolicited. But for the past couple months, past few years, my whole life, I guess, I've been prepping intentionally and unintentionally for this moment to tell my story to whoever may be out there listening. I don't think nothing I've done to this point was to do anything other than to tell y'all how I got here. Where the fuck am I at? Phoenix, Arizona. How did I get to Phoenix, Arizona? I wasn't even planning on this. One thing I guess I did intentionally plan on is this next 6 months of my life is just being not finding self, like locking into self. Like it just took me damn near 6 months to get to this spot. Like it's time to lock in. Like it's over now. It's go mode. Ain't no starting this video over. I guess when I'm done with this, we gonna get into it. For y'all on Instagram, gotta follow us over to YouTube. Peace. I gotta say, I didn't start trying to tell my story, but since the beginning, I've known I had a story to tell. I remember as a kid, I used to take them camcorders, right? The kind of like a point and shoot camera. You snap the photos with the little SD card in them. My grandma used to bring them through. And after a while, she used to bring them through and she like had me teach her how to work them and stuff like that. Don't mind my ashy hands. I'm ashy a lot. But after a while, she had like an extra camera and she'll like let us have it or whatever. And I'll grab my sisters and we'll put together like little Maury shows or like Jerry Springer shows or like whatever little thing could come to my mind, and we'll act it out. And then from there, I went and I did music. You feel me? A little rapping and shit. Pop, 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 pop. I really didn't get into the pocket of opening up until college for real. But at that point in time, I was already in college for movies. But once again, I just thought I was gonna be the guy putting them together. I didn't expect to be the guy, right? Over the past, and I know I'm not getting nowhere, but I'm getting somewhere. Like this is the beginning. I'm telling you, I gotta rock with me here. But I want to start the video over, but I can't because it'll go the same way. So anyways, I just felt like I was going to be the guy that like pulled things together for people, which I am. But as far as like being the face, I'm True. Nice to meet y'all. It's a pocket that I've been growing into for the past 3 years, and it's still it's different, and I know it's about to grow more. But who else gonna tell my story if I don't? And it's wild, and I'm about to get back to the movies right now. But even as a filmmaker, when I was going to school for movies, I went to Michigan State, and I'm like, I'm gonna write the script, but I gotta also direct it because I learned like they don't give the credit to the screenwriter. Like y'all see it in the credits, like at the end, like the screen, like this person wrote the movie, or this group of people wrote the movie, but they don't let that person's vision come to life. Like when they hire the director take over and they change the script up, they do this, and like the screenwriters is in the back of the room writing new scripts or whatever, and they ain't work with me because I put my heart into my scripts. So it's like this movie right here might not mean nothing for y'all when y'all watch it, but for me, from the script to the screen, I gotta be a part. And that's kind of what put me at Michigan State for movies and doing the whole process of a lot of things because I gotta see it through. But in the process of, damn, it's nippy out here. I don't know why they got me out here filming this. I can't get away from this ashiness. Now, mind you, I'm ashy a lot, but right now I can see the ashiness. Not like y'all looking at the ashiness like, there, this nigga ashy with his face clean. Yeah. How come face skin don't get ashy? I gotta, like, these two different skins. I never noticed that. Nonetheless. Anyways, how y'all doing? I'm True Avery. Nice to meet y'all. I'm on a path to tell my story. And like many things I do in life, I do it in untraditional ways, let's say. And so this is the start of my docu-series. This is I'm telling my story my way. And it didn't start as my story. It started as just what I seen, what I observed. Me taking those things and putting it into like a little script format. Rather it was like a Jerry Springer show, a Maury show, or whatever may have you. And now we got something to act out. And then it went from there. And now I got the music and Cash App. We received the deposit of $25. That's amazing. But now I got something tangible that I can take. Cash App. Fuck, I gotta turn these notifications off. Nonetheless, from the music, it was like I'm giving y'all parts of me, but it really wasn't my story. And then around like 14, 15 years old, I shifted from like talking about what I felt like people want to talk about in music to what I wanted to talk about in music. And like that's like a substance. And then I felt like people wouldn't go listen to that, so I kind of stopped making music. But it's always been like in my blood. And so now, fast forward, I'm in high school and we get a project my senior year. And the project is about, like, we gotta put together like a movie trailer, right? He tell us to design a movie and put a trailer together for it. And instead of doing that, we ended up doing like a little short film. But because I was the only person that had any experience like doing any editing because of the music, and the software that I use for music also allow video, I just went ahead and he started walking faster. Like, you still gonna be in the video, just walking faster now. But nonetheless, I took the shit home and I edited it. And it was during one of the edits, like it was clean as hell. I'm like, damn, this shit looks sweet, like the actual movie. And that's what made me want to do movies. And so I kind of shifted from constructing. I thought I was going to go to college for construction management. And now I'm going to college for film production. And in that process, it wasn't my story. It was just pulling the things together, being the producer of them, I guess, or writing the script for it. Then, before I know it, I'm out of school. I got all these scripts, but I need money to produce the movie. But I also got this concept of ESC, everybody supporting everybody, that I like to incorporate in everything that I do. And so, like, this is how, like, if I find $30,000 to produce the film, I'm gonna spend it back all with my people. You feel me? Like, you the cameraman, you the hairstylist, you the this, you the that. You feel me? Y'all the ones that's taking my money, and y'all in the community. So if we fund, no matter how you look at it, like, it's our project. So I think we should do the project together. But it's hard to get people to invest even sweat equity into your dream, because everybody got their own dream. So I leave college. Now I'm doing construction, right? End up going back to construction, right? But now I leave college, and it's like I produced my first short film, well, my second short film in college. And during editing that process, I'm like, I just want to do movies now. I just want to keep this going. And so I left school and came back to Detroit. And when I came back to Detroit, it's like I ain't got the same network up there. Don't nobody know me, which is weird because I'm from Detroit, you feel me? But I ain't got like the creative network here. And I got too much time on my hands working this part-time job. So I ended up getting a full-time job, and that was that construction. And I did that for a couple months. The money was good. I moved up fast, and then before I knew it, I was foreman. Now I got a big boy job, got rent, got bills. I got a life. Worked that shit for a couple years. Pandemic came around, gave everybody an excuse to be at home. And I get back into my creative space, kind of podcasting, putting together my little shit, pulling shit out the reservoir. And I did a couple YouTube videos, but I never like fully immersed myself into the world. And so it was like 2 years later, we done had a baby, me and Queen, we had a baby. We break up, right? 6-year relationship over now, but we got a kid. But it was during sitting at home in that quiet house, shit get quiet fast. And it was like, damn, what now? So I kind of tried to throw myself into work, and that worked for a minute until it didn't work no more. And then that creative bug came back, and I'm talking more, I'm being social again, because I'm not under the ball and chain. And I kind of just started finding me. And when I started finding me, I started remembering all the things that I was attached to, that I liked doing, that that I kind of lost track of in a relationship. In that relationship, no shots. Nonetheless, we keep it pushing. And after the breakup, poetry come around, and now I'm doing poetry. And it's so easy to get on stage and tell a piece of my story. But it's a piece, like that's literally what they call it. It's a piece of poetry. I got so much more to say. So I started a platform where we can talk about the pieces. And then that went into the whole whirlwind. Now I got the Sharp Pens platform. I'm traveling across the states. I'm bringing poets in the states. I'm sponsoring other platforms. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got the kid, I got this, I got the construction business. I started a construction business. I got the events going on. I founded a nonprofit. And it's like, brother, when you go just tell your story, it's like, I'm trying to, man, but I can't even. And now it's like, tell the story. I guess now I got a story to tell. Fuck. It's like, how I'm gonna tell the story? I got all these hard drives. I gotta edit the hard drives and them other people's stories on them hard drives. Them other people's houses, but I got the drives. I've been trying to preach to people about these drives, how valuable this media is. One time my niece lost my hard drive. Everything was on it. It's like everybody got every famous person, every famous rapper got a story of losing the hard drive. She found it like 2 months later. It was like, now you got to drive back what? I never put the drives to use. I got so much shit on them drives, and now it's like you can use the drives for this. Hella B-roll, all the shit you done did. But it only matters if you tell the story. You can use the drives for grants, but you just gotta tell the story. Where do I start? What the fuck is my story? Do I start here, how I got to Phoenix? Do I go back to the beginning? Detroit. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what my story not done. I got so much fucking more to go, and it's like, but if I don't stop until, when am I ever gonna be able to tell y'all the story? If I keep living the fucking life. I don't know what story they want me to tell y'all. It's just, they say, speak. So I created this Instagram, True Avery Speaks, separate from Truly Certified, separate from A Very True Production, separate from Sharp Pen, separate from ESC Network, separate from Slight Work Events, separate from Enigma, not all the other shit I created, just doing things. And now this is supposed to just be me speaking. That's it. No whips and bams, no events, no poetry, just speaking. And I can't find the fucking words. I feel myself getting ready to cry. It's like I will cry and say, what? I fucking know my story, dog. It's just like everybody else's. So I listen to people's story, and it's like, oh, my baby, rest up. Gotta get rich for rich. I was like 15, 16, and I was sitting there, and I'm down the street on the block, and I'm with my homeboys, and we sitting there, we just talking. We was talking about our life and shit. And I knew my story wasn't like peaches and cream. I knew I didn't have a peaches and cream life. But I never really cared to talk about shit. But right now, me and the boys, we talking about shit. And my man's got to talking about his life. And from my perspective, it was just so fucked up. It's like, what the fuck is the purpose of saying yours? Like, yo, it's people dealing with worse shit. So I guess from me knowing that people dealing with worse shit, and then also me knowing that, or being fearful, I guess, of the outside world knowing my story, you feel me, growing up in the block, not wanting the neighbors to know what your house look like on the inside, what your friends, you feel me, not wanting your friends to, talk about your lights off, or you feel me, y'all ain't got no food, or y'all got roaches, or your mama on crack, or this and the third. And it's like, all the shit made me inside just not talk. And I grew up with a stutter, so that was that. But now it's like, you ain't got a stutter. You ain't got no house to have no lights. Be off. Your mama in hospice. If she passed away tomorrow, do it matter what the fuck drugs she did? But I be rambling a lot, like I am now. But it's a purpose. It's a goal. It's some shit attached to it. I just can't tell y'all what the shit is, what you go pull from my story, but I know it's something inside of it. the way I keep going, the way I just, but where do I start? What message is this? It's so easy to write a piece of poetry in comparison to this. It's so easy to swing a hammer in comparison to this, because in this, I gotta figure out how to take my whole fucking 30 years of living and give y'all a start. Live. Because if I don't, somebody else go take it and put it in their words, or they go tell y'all what they thought happened, or their version of it. But this is my chance, my fucking chance and my opportunity to tell y'all my life from start to finish, or anything in the middle of it, from my way, as honest and truthful as I can remember it, while 95% of anybody I can mention this story is still breathing. And I just want to go smoke and be in my own mind right now. I know I gotta take this video to 30 minutes, and I'm damn near trying to take up the time. But my story ain't never been peaches and cream. It's not a lot I can say that's go paint pretty images or pictures until you see my daughter, until you see my loved ones, until you see the moments that keep me going. Too many people get hung up on the moments that try to stop people, dog. But moments that should have broke people. I was riding the Uber. I take Ubers a lot. And one of the reasons I like taking Ubers is because we get to talk as strangers. We don't know each other. And I was inside of one Uber. It's two different Uber stories. I was inside of one Uber, and I was like, they told me to present this piece to you. Do you mind? I do poetry, right? Do you mind if I do this piece? He said, yeah, go ahead. So I do the piece. And it's like about water. It's about releasing. It's about, all this. And I kind of sense why they wanted me to give him the piece, but I don't know what he go take from the piece or what he go do in his life mode, right? And he like, okay, I appreciate that. But you said somebody told you to tell me the piece. Who? And then we start talking about like my version of religion or this reality of spirit, right? And we go into all that. And there's another pocket recently. That was a couple months ago. But recently, probably my last Uber or two, when I was in Detroit, I just get to talking with dog. I'm dressed like I'm doing construction. I'm leaving out the house at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a coffee in my hand, ready to work. And like, you about to go to work? I said, yeah. I get to talking about like why, And I don't know what I said to dog, but the whole time while I was speaking, he was like, man, you on something, man. You fucking shit, dog. You keep doing whatever the fuck you doing right now, bro. The words you speaking, the shit you saying right now is just, and it's like, I ain't even start saying shit. I'm just telling you the concepts, like the ideologies. I ain't even got to the meat and to the butter yet. We ain't even got the part 2 yet. And once again, I come across somebody that's just encapsulated by me speaking. I don't know how many people might watch this video, but when I fucking speak, people listen. Even when I had a stutter, it was, he tried to say something. When he get it out, it gotta be important. I get inside these spaces with these people and I get into a flow state and I just get the giving it to them. And they all say the same shit, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop that. And I get hung up on construction, being a father, being a brother, being a son, being a community member. And I start living a story instead of telling a story. And then my story pile up, and I don't know where the fuck to start. I start calling myself a nomad when I lost my last house. I sat down. It was this tree. I realized me and some students planted. I didn't plant the tree personally, but I remember when the tree was planted. My high school that was up the street, we had this initiative. We wanted to plant like 1,000 trees in the neighborhood, whatever. Right? Somebody came in, dropped the trees off, and we on Saturday was outside planting trees. I looked at the tree, and I looked at all the trees on the block. I looked at all the trees in the neighborhood. I said, these are trees we planted a couple years ago. And now here I am, standing in the house, one of the trees in my front yard. And when my rent was, I just knew I wasn't about to pay it. I just knew I was in a pocket where like the lights wasn't coming back on and this wasn't happening. It was just like I seen life, and it's just like, I knew Spirit had something in store for me. I ain't know what, but I knew Spirit had something in store because I was starting to be too tapped in. And I told myself, I don't want another house. And I said, the next house I get, can't nobody take it from me. It's gonna be mine. No eviction. Why don't you get you a house? Why don't you? I can't. I made myself a promise. I'm tired of shit being taken. I work too fucking hard not to have nothing besides me. And people not seeing that as a $1 billion thing, bro. I built y'all houses. I built y'all nonprofits. I orchestrated more things than I can count. I take Ubers. I get on the bus. I sleep in couches, basements, backyards, bushes. It's not about the house or the car for me. It's about the driver and the residents. People really been making me not want to be a part of this world. And you go so long dealing with so many fucked up people, and every now and again you come across a dope person, or you inspire somebody to keep being dope, or to activate the dopeness inside of them, and they make it all worth it. But y'all can keep y'all houses and cars and jewelry and clothes and trips and 401k plans and inflation and bills and fucking Medicaid that don't pay you when you fucking need hospice care. It don't fucking, the shit don't make sense to me no more. It never did. So I stopped participating. And I knew as soon as I got ready to start talking, my time was going in. That's my 30 minutes. I've now reached my quota. I did it. I talked. I did 30 minutes. Goddamn it, y'all happy? But shit, I do got a lot to say. I do want to tell my story. I just know that it's a lot, and I don't know where I'm about to go with it. Every day is a movie for me, and whatever I put out, I gotta edit, I gotta post, I gotta go live and do it again tomorrow. So it's the first piece of that. I'm gonna take this content, not think about a heavy edit, not think about a lot, just post it. Because it's my story, my way. And when I'm ready, and when I see all the other pieces line up, y'all go see all these pieces, part 1s, part 2s, part 9s, part 37s. It's gonna all make sense at the end of the day. But if I never get around to it, if it takes me another 30 years to do it, at least every day, I tell my story, a piece of it. And if I never get to put all the pieces together and present it to y'all as true every life, somebody else can go back and put the pieces together, I'd like to see it. Oh, I really want to see my life put together one day. You feel me? Like what it looked like on a broad scale where I didn't have to shoot it and plan it and whoop it. And I could just be an observer. I don't even know if you can smoke on YouTube. You should be able to. You can shoot guns on YouTube. But YouTube, the OG. YouTube is family. I got so much that I want to say, dog. Just can't right now. I can, but I'm not. Why do I constrict myself, man? I put myself in certain boxes. It's based off my own worldview. Based off the trauma I got. Based off a whole lot of different layers. Every day is a movie for me. What if I released a movie every day? Come on. It get dark inside of movies. Y'all don't always need to see the light. It get quiet inside of movies. Y'all don't always need full volume. I'm in this shared Airbnb. I like to be respectful. But I'm going to end the video while telling you how I got here. What I'm doing here.
emotion in here either. So if y'all haven't noticed, I'm kind of spiritual, aware, conscious, whatever the fuck y'all want to title me, a human. When I bought this piece, the information that came with it